Mario Odyssey is simply the greatest 3D Mario game ever made. It's that simple.
This fucking guy.
Odyssey reinvented the Mario games as we know it with its amazing controls, outstanding level design, and breathtaking soundtrack.
If you want to talk about soundtracks, then how about you get on my level, bitch?
Excuse me?
You heard me, fat ass. Super Mario Galaxy is easily the best go-to Mario game. The level design is so innovative and creative that all other Marios crumble in comparison. Not to mention that the soundtrack was conducted by a live orchestra, making the whole game feel like you were actually there floating in space.
Newsflash, dipshit, Odyssey has an orchestra too, so don't go using that as a valid argument because without the soundtrack, that game would be dog ass.
Oh, that's rich.
And if we want to talk about level design, let's talk about level design. If I ever have to play another mission in Galaxy where Mario collects purple coins scattered around the same map for the millionth time, I'm blowing my fucking brains out.
That's cap.
You guys are reading too much into this. Super Mario 64 is the catalyst for every 3D game after it. The controls hold up super well to this day, and it was the most innovative game of its time.
Holy shit. Sleepy Joe is about to put me to sleep with that decrepit ass statement. If I had $1 for every time I wanted to kill myself after using the camera in that game, I'd have a wall built around this entire fucking country.
Well, at least 64 is original and doesn't have to reuse old game assets to feed off of nostalgia from its players.
He's got you there, Donald.
Oh my God, Joe, you are so stupid it hurts. Odyssey was designed around having something that every player could enjoy, whether they be old or new to the game. I'm surprised your old ass wasn't excited about these features, seeing as you were only 65 when Mario first came out.
Fuck you, bitch. I'm not that old.
While I do agree with what some of Joe has to say, I still think that Odyssey is the more enjoyable game. Sure, it took some risks, but I think it was all worth it considering the results, and without nostalgia, I just don't see 64 holding up well. I'm sorry, Joe, but you're kind of outranked here.
Finally, this guy gets
Well,
it.
at least I don't have shitty motion control.
Oh,
my
this
fucking
fucking
God.
guy. Here he goes again with the fucking motion controls.
Odyssey has some of the most unnecessary and underwhelming motion controls I've ever seen in my fucking life. That shit's more useless than Barack's second term.
Eat a dick, Joe.
And not to mention Galaxy's shitty control system. That game is more tedious with its movement than any other game in the fucking franchise. It also doesn't help that you're trying not to puke your brains out the whole time due to the nausea-inducing layout.
If you want to talk about bad controls, you'd have a better chance of playing 64 with the controller shoved up your ass than actually using the damn thing.
Cook his ass, Barack.
The mechanics in that game are so goddamn broken that even the emulation couldn't fix all the shit wrong with it.
At least the emulation actually tried to do something. Oh, Galaxy has a new button mechanic. Yeah, real fucking innovative.
Sleepy Joe, just admit that you got fucking throttled and go back to bed. Take the El Bozo.
No, fuck you guys. You're just mad that my game actually knew what it wanted to do with all of its assets. Galaxy had so much potential with the red star.
Don't you start this, Joe.
Oh, I'm starting it. Galaxy could have had one of the best power-ups in any video game ever made, but they decided it would be a good idea to not only put a timer on it, but to also only place the damn thing in only 2 fucking locations.
Oh, damn, get shit on Barack.
I'm not through with you, you orange fuck. Odyssey has some of the most dog shit placement I've ever seen. Like, why the fuck are there 880 moons in that game? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, for once I actually agree with Joe here. That moon count is way too fucking high, dog.
You guys are both just mad that Odyssey actually takes advantage of its utility with things like the item shops and mini games. That shit kicks ass. And what do Galaxy and 64 have to show? Oh, that's right, nothing. Coins don't do shit.
Now, come on, guys. Why can't we all just get along and appreciate what each game does differently? I mean, sure, each game has its flaws, but if we can all acknowledge the joy and happiness each game brought to us, well then, I think that means something. Just look at Sunshine, for example.
Shut up, George, you fucking moron.